Live. It's your boy, Mr. P. We're going to go over these pairs real quick. But we had a question in the chat. Not in the chat. She told me a question. She asked me, how do I break it down? My charts. Is that what you said? I want to give it to you right now before I start marking these up. Leticia?
Right, I was wondering if you started your weekly markups
Yeah, I'm right now.
on the
I'm here
week
right now.
or the day.
Oh, okay. So when I'm marking up, period, when I first look at something, what do I do? Is what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay, give me a pair. You got a favorite pair or?
Let's go to GU.
Okay. All right. Which one do you usually mark? I'm looking for a blank one. Something I know I ain't mess with. Oh, that's cracking. Let's go with IC markets. I don't mess with them. Okay. All right. So to be honest, I look at the. This may sound crazy. I look at the 12-month, right, and I just give whatever they're gonna give me. Right. So
Okay.
I know this sounds crazy. I used to just start with the month, but I go to the 12. And this is something that I got a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? Like if we just looking for a bag, we'll start on like the weekly. See how we can see if we can predict that weekly movement that we're going to experience during market opening for that duration of the week. That's what I usually do, the monthly and the weekly. But okay, when I first grab a pair, I ain't marked it up. I'm still looking for my order blocks. I'm an order block person. I'm looking for order blocks. I'm looking for imbalance, this stuff like this, and I'm going to mark it up. Once I find some nice solid zones, first I'm gonna mark up my engulfing zone. So this is a bearish engulfing, right? This candle is engulfing as well. But I usually focus on bullish and bearish engulfings. Then I'll take it down to the 6-month. And now we got another zone, right? That's basically giving me the same thing I was looking for on a smaller time frame. I mean on the bigger time frame. So boom, I'll mark up that zone because that's the zone I want on every time frame. That's the zone I want on every time frame. I'm looking for that zone. I'm looking for the same thing on that zone. Now we got 2 of them. You see what I'm looking at now? Right? So I'm looking for these zones, and I'm looking for it on the way up as well.
Yes.
So these zones right here. And here's an example of why. You see how price came to that zone and reject? Look at that. That's beautiful. And that's what we're looking for on every play, even right here. It bounced right off of there. You see it? It don't happen all the time. See, it didn't happen here. It didn't happen. But this is a 6-month time frame. But we also have a head and shoulders. I like these type of points right here. I'll be looking for that. I got an eye for stuff like that. And sometimes they come on an angle like 1, 2, 3, and it'll be like a straight Gumby, like a 80s cut. Like it'll be clean. But those are a few things I look for as well. But back to just breaking it down. So 6-month, we take it down to the 3-month. And we look for the same thing. Look, we still got another one in this zone. We're gonna tighten it up a little bit. Same zone. All right, here we go, a little zone right here. So right here, it hasn't touched that area yet. Because this one got hit. This area right here, that's a nice sale. Keep in mind, it's the 3-month time frame. You could have sold it off that zone. And it's another one here. But nothing. Now we still looking for sales because nothing closed above this high. You see how we got all this rejection right here? So things like that is what I'm looking for. Back to the breakdown. Let's take it down to the 1 month. Now we know, boom, we have a buy zone right here off this 1 month, just based off of this pattern right here. Right now, we do got some imbalance here that we will check out, but this is my main focus. This is my main focus when price comes back. Right, and this is a monthly time frame, so this could take a couple months. This probably just take off. It won't even happen. But that's the zone we're looking for. And we want to Like really just cover the bodies of those. Bam, that's what we looking for. Cover this whole body of the previous candle. And then this is what we want price to come in respect. As long as it don't close below here, we looking for buys. Just like here. Price didn't close above, and it's kind of consolidating. But this is the monthly time frame. So this is some great pips. Like if you would have caught this, that's 100 pips right there to where price is right now. So that's some good pips. All right, so we're gonna break it all the way down to the weekly. Now we found another zone on a weekly, right? And this is before we pull out any other indicator. Now look what's in that imbalance. What's in that imbalance? Another engulfing zone. Because this was part of the imbalance that we wanted to check out, but you can't really check it out until you go to a small time frame. So boom, that's another zone. That's a point of interest. Now we got two zones right here. We got one right here and one right here. I don't care about this one no more, right? Because it's one right here. Now we can shoot our shot, but this is the higher risk. I mean, lower risk. This is higher risk, right? And it can potentially come down here since we see this zone of imbalance and a bullish engulfing zone, bullish, 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 and this is off the weekly time frame. So now that we zoom out, let's actually see what prices, actually what type of trend we're in. So on that note, I usually get my line chart out, and then I'll start just finding zones. So that's a zone for me. Just want to see where price touch consecutively. Where do we get a lot of rejection? A lot of respect. Just push that one down. And then once I identify that, I switch it back because it's easier to market like that. All right, cool. We go back to candles. And then we're looking for zones. So now we got our support, we got our resistance, and we also need our trend line. So we got our trend line. This is all off the weekly time frame. So we definitely in a downtrend. All right, so now that we got all that figured out, now I want to pull out my tricks. All right, okay, cool. What is the MACD doing? Is it divergent? Right, I'm looking for divergency. And we have a little divergency on this weekly. Prices going down on the MACD, but prices going up on price. And that's divergence. So at that point, what we want to do is use that as another indication of what can potentially happen, right? So price may drop. Price may continue to buy up, but ultimately we're close to this trend that's on a weekly trend, downtrend. What would be nice if we could wait on this break, right? So this trend, if we can get this trend to get respected, at this point, we're just looking at market structure, right? What are we doing? We see it's a nice rejection area consistently in this zone. Price is not too far from it. So will price break it? Potentially, it would. It's been in the downtrend for a long time. And if it does break, we're going to wait on this. So if we get the break, we'll wait on the retest off of the trend and the continuation to the upside. That's what we'll wait on. But in the meantime, we can catch this sale right here with great risk to reward because there go our order block, our bearish engulfing zone. and we may get a push back down here. Now keep in mind it's the weekly time frame. So if we catch that sale, that's 200 pips. That's a good sale. You know what I'm saying? From there to there, that's a good bag. So even here, price come and respect this, because now we're dealing with market structure, right? All right, so now we know that this is a level of respect. We have respect on both sides of this on the weekly. So now this zone is a point of interest because we see prices respected it and neglected it, right? It was once a resistance, and then it became a support. So now price may not even come back down here. But that as far as the market makers, before they bust this move up here, they might even wait till after the break and come do something. Hiya. Go get all those orders that was just, had they stop loss and profit or whatever the case may be. So this would be the ultimate buy zone right here, but I will buy it here as well, just based off of these steps. So now we're creating a potential uptrend here, right? But it may come a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? It may come a little bit deeper. Price may come dig into that. So this is what I would look for on the weekly. So now I'm like, okay, cool. I will set an alert here, and I will potentially look for the buy off this zone, right? But since we know it's going to buy, why are we not looking for the sell? Okay, let's break it down to a small time frame. And now we want to basically get price in a box. We want to see how can we box this up, or find plays with minimum risk to reward, so we can shoot our shot. Since we have an idea that we want to see price come back down to the zone. So as you can see, we are getting some rejection here, and we do have one of our bearish engulfments right here that is getting the respect. So now it's like, okay, cool. Do we want to risk? Is this worth the risk? 7 pips. Is that 7 pips? No, it's 70 pips. Yep, 70 pips for a potential 300. That's what we start looking at, because we want to see it come down here so we can buy it. And it's some nice imbalance here. So now that we got this broken down, and price is haven't given us another high on this right here. Price hasn't broken above this previous high. So now we break it down again to the 4-hour. Now we got a supreme entry for the sell. Great risk to reward, right? Price is trending on the 4-hour. We got a nice trend going on here, right? Price is giving us some respect in that area there. And on this 4-hour, we just found one of our favorite zones, an engulfing zone. So now our risk to reward just got smaller. Now we found a better entry. So now off this 4-hour, our risk would be 20 pips, maybe 20, 30 pips. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay, bet. You got any questions so far?
No.
Okay, bet. All right. So now that we got this zone marked up, keep in mind, we started on the 12-month, and we found zones from the biggest time frame all the way down to the 4. And we're looking for the same play. This is exactly how I trade. So I'll take it down to the 3. Look, same shit. Found another zone. 3-hour. Take it down to the 2. Looking for the same zone. Okay, we just got a huge imbalance candle, which is good still. But it's also in the zone here, but it also closed above this previous, right? So now this is our zone for price to not close above, right? We don't want price to close above this. Everything else is filled. There's no imbalances to the left of price on this trend that we're looking at. Okay, wait, it's a little bit over here. off this 2 hour. It's a little bit right there. So we want to identify all these imbalances and see if we can find the same thing inside them other on a smaller time frame. We're looking for the exact same thing. Bearish and bullish engulfing zone, especially if we found one on the monthly or the weekly or the 12-month, we in the engulfing zone and we keep seeing, huge levels of, rejection or just at a major support or resistance level, like those things matter. All right, so let's keep going down to the 1 hour, same zones. Okay, cool. Let's see what's in here. Okay. So we found a little something right there. But this whole thing got imbalance in it. See this candle? I gotta watch this too. All right, let's go down to 30 minutes. And I just break this down into price. Don't let me see it no more. Because sometimes they won't let you go that far. But all right, so now we're here. Where's my all right, so this is the 30-minute huge zone, right? But nothing's there that we're looking for. Oh, hold on. Okay, we found another one, 30 minutes. This is another bearish engulfing zone. Because what price do is just come back to these zones and then reject off of them. And if you can find them in those bigger, oh, look at all, oh my God, this is a great example. I marked this up because I seen it, right? Because I seen it on this 30-minute. Not knowing price already hit this zone. But watch this. Look how crazy this is. Come on. Come on. Look at that. This is a great example. This is what price do in these zones. It dig in it. This is our entry right here. This would have been our entry right here. Boom. That's a 10 pip stop loss, maybe 20 pips to be safe. 15 max. Crazy entry drop. How far this thing go? Jesus Christ. 100 plus pips. Oh my Lord. That's the type of plays we're looking for. Like entry right there, it dropped 200 plus pips. That's crazy. So those are zones we're looking for. We're looking for price to come back. See, that zone already got hit. So that's invalid. So now we in this zone and price is flagging up, right? So it's going to spike one of these areas. Let's see if we got something in this zone on 30 minutes. And this is us looking for the sell for the buyback up on a bigger time frame. So we want to sell it back down to that last level and buy it back up. So nothing there. I'm gonna go all the way back down to the 15. And we're looking for the same thing. This is exactly what I do when I'm looking at trades. And guess what we found? Nice. Now we can dumb this down. We want this whole zone right there. Beautiful. Price gonna touch that. That would be nice. Let's see what we got over here to the left. Okay, let us go that far. Okay. Even look right here. Look at that. That's nice. It came and touched it. It might come tap it again because it ain't really dig how I would like to see it get dug into. But look at that. Tap. There's that whole area right there. And this is how we looking for sniper entries. So I will cover this whole zone right here because there's one right here as well. You see how this one got hit? Look at that. That's crazy. Price literally came in there. Boom. made another one, dug in that one, made another one, bounced right off that zone, didn't close above, and then just kept going and did it again. And look, another one, come bounce off that zone. And here's another one and another one. Bearish engulfings. So that's really the main course to what I'm looking at. And now I'm gonna go back over here to where price actually is. Now these are our zones. So when price does come up there, we'll set an alert right beforehand. Sell zone, create. Sell zone. Boom. And now when they do get there, this is our setup. Risk reward is on point. And if it breaks that, we know we won't buy it off that trend if it does break. So that's why risk reward right there. 15 pips for 80 to 100. And this is 25 pips for 100. And that's how we'll mark that up. And now when we go back to this daily, right? Keep in mind, this is a daily bullish engulfing zone. That's where we started. Excuse me, bearish. So we started with this line here, and then we worked our way all the way down until we found these entries on those levels. Because it's in a nice sell zone now. Like if you just look at market structure, right? It's nice. Look like a break, retest, right? So we definitely want to see the sell, but this is our best risk to reward. This right here, this first one and this second one is our best plays. And we got buys down here that we're looking for price to come back and fill this up. So when the price does come back down here, we're going to patiently wait on these zones that we got marked up to take us back up and potentially continue whatever trend's going on, or maybe it'll break this trend and start going to the upside. But that's what we're looking at, because this is a full downtrend. We can't wait on the break. This is what we're waiting on, this break and retest, and we're gonna hold this bad boy. And we looking for the same thing on every time frame, some divergency, and just seeing the engulfing zones, and we're looking for patterns. But everything kind of coexists once you start looking, because you got your market structure set up, you got your support and resistance set up, you got your trend line set up, you got your, oh, thank you, baby. You got your whatever indicator you use. Me, I only use the MACD, and I use this engulfing indicator just because sometimes it point out engulfings that's not bullish or bearish. It just points out engulfings alone, but for the most part, I try to trade as naked as possible, and then I use a couple indicators. And then my best indicator is my comrades. So I'll ask in the chat, who looking at this, or can you look at this and tell me what you think? And that's pretty much it.
You said your
So
best indicator is your what? I didn't hear that word you said.
my best indicator is the community leverage.
Okay, all right, most definitely.
So just to be like, hey man, can you look at this? Somebody opinion I value. And if they disagree, that don't deter me. But it just wasn't, it's just a confirmation I can't check off my confirmation list. You feel me? That's it. Because already I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got six to seven confirmations, right? And then I'll ask another trader, especially someone who trades a certain pair, and I'm looking at it. Like if I'm trading crypto, I'll ask Charlton, like, hey, look at this. Tell me what you think. But sometimes he could be biased because he a crypto trader. You know what I mean? They want to see everything go to 100K. So, you just take it however you can take it and add it to whatever it is that you got going on. Was that helpful? I hope that was helpful. All right, so we're gonna get into these markups. I'm still expecting ACAD to push up. To this monthly bearish zone here. We're still waiting on price to push up. So we're still in buys, but we're shorting it on a smaller time frame off this weekly. We actually sold here. We're waiting on this other shoulder on this daily. And then we're gonna get back in for the buy. So right here, we're waiting on price to come down here and dig in this zone. And these are our buy zones here. We would like price to come all the way down here, but I'm looking for a shoulder. Now I know it's a shoulder here, but this week I want price to come dig into this and then pull back. So that's what I'm looking for on ACAD. So we would basically look for shorts since we waiting on the buy. See if we can find some shorts. Because it pushed up. We sold it here. And then it came right back up. It's flagging. I want to see it flag up for the drop. But we're going to see how it open up. We're going to see how it opens up. The long term, we're looking for buys long term. Because off this weekly, what we want to do is we want to see price come back up to this trend. You want to see price come push all the way back up here. So we waiting on buys mostly. Those the swing pairs, the swing plays. Buys. So we just waiting on that shoulder, and then we'll get activated. CJ, man, we waiting on CJ. This is that Gumby I was talking about earlier. Sometimes you see it. Oh no, it's not clean. That's not a clean one. But here's another example of those. Like you see this. Boom. It's a head and shoulders on a smaller time frame, but when you see this forming on a bigger time frame, it's another confirmation, kind of a cheat code, low key. Look at this bullish engulfing zone. Two of them. Price didn't close below. Made a double bottom flat. Boom. Off that weekly. So I want to see price do this. This is the move. This is a strong level since it broke the previous high. Definitely want to see price come down here and retest off this zone. What's up, baby girl?
Is this your morning call?
Yeah, it is. And
You always do morning calls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for this to short down. You good?
How much money have you made?
The market ain't open yet. We setting up for it. But we made enough to pay your bills. Your roof good? Did you eat breakfast this morning?
Yes.
Okay, well, we got that much. we got enough, baby.
Nice.
Yeah, so we looking for some setup so we can move. Oh, here go a sale right here. Ooh, off this 4 hour. This is a nice play.
Hey, who's on the call? And no cookies on there?
No cookies not here right now.
And who's on the call?
Can I get some time? Can I mind my business?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you. Yeah, we made pancakes. I can make you some more. You sleep.
On a big stuff.
Who makes pancakes? Who eats cold pancakes? It's not it.
That's what I said. It's why we act like I am for it.
All right, so I think this will be a nice play. Let's see if we can move this up a little bit. So our stop loss, I would say, be 800, just for wiggle room and gap purposes. Our entry is still undeterred. Am I using that right? Okay. Now, after I do this, I'm going to go down to a smaller time frame and see if I can find something in the zone right here. All right, so we're gonna break that down to the hour. Bam. We'll go a tighter stop loss, right? Now we got a tighter stop. Move that up a little bit. See if we can find something on the 15 or the 30-minute. Oh. You see what you see it? You see what I'm doing? That's crazy, huh? Now watch how price reject this area. And we just look, here go another one. It's right there. We're just looking for the same thing on small time. You can take it down to the 5-minute. This is where you get your sniper entries. If you can find the same thing, that's where you get that sniper. All right, cool. So it's just imbalance, but which is good. We want to see that get filled anyway. So we take this back to the 15 because that was the last time we seen one, and that's our markup. Our entry is here. We're gonna say 700. So that would be our entry. Right, that'd be our entry. We lock this in. All right, so now we're gonna say 600. Baby, can you please be quiet?
What do you say?
Can you please keep it down while you come in here slamming doors and stuff?
Sorry, is this with your pajama day?
I think you look good in anything, baby. As long as it's comfortable, you should be all right.
It is coming.
Okay. I think this should, okay, fold, let's go fold. So that's our play right there. Let's make sure these locked in. All right, cool, cool, cool. Now, that's our entry. That's the play right there. Entry. Stop. Look better on this side, Mike. All right, cool, cool. All right. So that's our setup right there. That's what we basically would be looking for. Yep. And this is CJ.
Are these days with they? It's 9. Let's just pull that 12.
Babe, why are you playing? Get up out of here. Go. Go on now. Now you just being crazy. Get up out of here.
I feel like it's Monday.
I feel you. But maybe you should get yourself ready for school.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our short on CJ. Let's see if we can find something on EG. We was actually selling this. We were selling this off the zone here. Excuse my chart. It's been consolidating in this area. We actually sold this last week. off of this zone here. And we're waiting on the buy up. So I want to see price come dig into here. Looking for that right there. But we may not get that. We may just get this shoulder. 900. So yeah, I still want to see these prices get hit. But we do got an alert set here for this zone. But I want to see it get dug into a little bit more. So let's come down a little bit. Give us the second shoulder and then shoot up. Price may dig in here. So if it doesn't, if it breaks our shoulder, this is our next zone. So we can actually buy off of it. But we did catch the sale, so we're waiting on this buy setup here for EG. Got our alert set. We're just gonna let that play out. All right. US 30 is too high for me. It's up there. Let's look at gold. I like gold. Gold was respecting this area. She did that Gumby, but it faked us out. Boom.
Mr.
Like that.
What was your reason? You said on the US 30, you said it was currently too high for you.
Yeah, because there's nothing to the left of price. Like there's no data. If it's at an all-time high, it's literally nothing. Like
Okay.
what are we like, what type of market structure can you get off of that? You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
but it's so high for me, I just want to see it sell. That's it. It's just so high. I just want to see it sell. It's extremely too high. And it's gonna fall. And it's gonna fall real hard. So for me, now I think, and this is just me looking at just candlesticks. So now I want to see that other, I want to see that other that we've been looking at all day. I want to see this right here. Dun, dun, dun. I want to see that. I want this candle to do that, but it might be off a little bit. So this daily candle, I want to see it come do that. If it touched that area, cool. So I'm gonna go look, see if we can find something on a small time frame. It's a 4 hour. 3 hour. 2 hour. 1 hour. 30 minutes. Okay. Now. But if it comes up here, it'll make my theory invalid. It would make my thoughts invalid on the bigger time frame. I'll show you. So boom, we got one on the 15 and the 30. It lined right up together, and one on the 5. 5 kind of got hit already. Wow. All right, so go back to the daily. If price comes up here, because this is the zone we have marked up. Price comes up there, that defeats this theory here that this is a sell zone. So price will have to come up here and reject off this area in order for my theory to be correct. So when this daily candle actually opens, it pushes up here, it respects that area, and then it tanks back down here. That's the only thing I would sell. Or if it comes up here to this zone, I would sell off. But that's all I got because there's nothing to go off of. So I have to go with my instincts, which would be that this actually happens because it's not a stick there yet. That this actually happens because I've seen it happen before. It's just a pattern, right? Or off of my strategy, it would be On a smaller time frame, we got that 30-minute, that 15-minute bearish engulfing zone on that time frame. And then it's super divergent. Like it's price is literally going up. The MACD is it's giving sell vibes. So that's an indication that price will drop soon because it's overbought. So, and it's man, you go down here, it's so much imbalance down here. It's crazy. So when people send out buys, I'm just like, hey, tripping. Like the actual last break was here. This was the previous all-time high. Then it just been skyrocketing. And this was a level of rejection. Then it broke that retest and kept going. I understand why they would have bought off of this zone. It's a nice break and retest. Got the resistance, got the support level. Price go break, strong breakthrough, retest, and continue to the upside. Same thing right here. Rejection, break, retest. So now we look for those same plays on the way down. When it does happen, then we can ride it. Like once this get broken here, we look for the same thing, retest. Or this area here. Same thing, retest. It breaks here, we look for a retest. And a continuation to the downside. But I can't look at nothing but sales. It's divergent, it's overbought. It's super. Like, look at all this imbalance. Look at this. This is crazy. This was the last major level. It never retested. It broke this zone and never retested. It broke this zone and never retested. All that stuff got to get hit. So that's what I'm waiting on US 30. Gold bouncing off our trend right now on this weekly. But this monthly is about to close. So I still like sales on gold. I really want to see 16. Come on back down to 16.5. And then we're gonna buy some gold. Buy some more gold in real life. But it's another zone down here at 15 something. I don't know what it's gonna take to hit that, but it will. It has to, just based off of candles and market structure. One day it will come back down there. But right now, it's super bullish on these bigger time frames. But I'm looking for shorts. Looking for shorts. We got sell zones up here. It didn't close above this zone. That's just since it just broke above here. Now the next thing is this rejection zone here that's been consistent, as you can see in the past. If we just take this line all the way back, you can see prices rejected off that level, top and bottom. All right, rejection. It's just a lot of rejection in there. This whole area. So now we ask ourselves, okay, cool. I do have something set up here. It is bouncing off this trend, but my trend can be wrong. Maybe this could be true. So I'm still waiting on sales, but if price come down here, I would definitely buy off of this zone here. But for me, I would have to wait on just confirmations on these smaller time frames that kind of make sense with these bigger time. So this is a bearish engulfing right here. Price may sell right now. Come on back down here. That's some good pips. Come on back down to 18.5. 2018. Yep, about 100, 150 pips. Risk about 20, 30 pips. Let's see on this 30-minute. Yeah, 15. 5. Yeah. I would sell right here. Out off that 5-minute order block. 10 pip stop loss. 50 to 100 pip take profit. Money. See that 5 already got hit. Bye. That's 50 to 100 right there. Risk reward. 5 pips. 30. Yeah, 40, 45 pips. Easy, still 7. So I think it'll come over here and make a second shoulder over here on this 5-minute. And then sell back down. So we can actually sell that. That looks like a good play. I'll do it, risk reward. I'll pull the trigger. I'll pull the trigger. All right, let me see. Price label. What is this? 2038. Let's say 2038. Should be safe, put 20 pip stop loss on it. Probably. Unless we want to just be 35, 38. Ooh, come to me nice. And then we're gonna go 5200. What is that? 50 would be 33, right? Yeah. No, 28. Blah, 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 blah. And look about right. Yeah. Where is it? See if that pan out. Take this back to the 15. Okay, bet. Let's see if we can play that. Copy. XA USD. Copy. All right, bet. Sure. I bet. How long ago you put this question in? Hey, how long ago you put this question in the chat? Hey, for everybody on YouTube, man, that's conclude. Make sure y'all go to PIP'Neasy.com and lock in with your boys and girls, ladies and gents. Make sure you lock in at PIP'Neasy.com. Lock in with the best broker in the game, and make sure you check out last year's boot camp. We topped the year off strong, and register for this year's coming up 2024 boot camp. It will be up, family.